The persona wearing the golden mask disappears as if melting into thin air. But the defeated master of the persona doesn't appear to be as wounded as he should be. He looks up into the sky with a somewhat absent-minded expression.
I've lost. The vessel will still be completed. You will not stop the creation of this boy's world.
He must have taken an immense amount of damage. No normal person should be able to even move after taking a beating like that. And yet, Minazuki-kun is trying to stand up. A certain thought crosses my mind. The will to stand and fight for someone else no matter how wounded you may be. How Yukari-san and the others rushed to Inaba with me to rescue Mitsuru-san's team when they had been captured. How Yu-kun and his friends are fighting to protect this town. Minazuki-kun's reasons for fighting is no different from ours. Okay, good, they are taking the same approach.
Minazuki-kun, so you do understand.
Not another word, lout. I won't let anyone get in the way.
The reaction from the plume of dusk had been fading, but suddenly it grows fierce and powerful, making the air around him tremble. He's still.
Tsukiyomi!
Whoa! Ah! Look out! You guys!
His persona appears and sweeps the area around him, causing debris to rain down upon us. Ooh, cutscene? Alright, I'm not gonna lie, that was really cool.
This isn't good!
Labrys!
The instant Minazuki-kun disappears above us, another quake hits. This one is so severe that we can barely stay standing. Every surface begins to undulate like a living being, and large cracks run through the floor. One crack spreads into an actual crevice, separating me from the others. From beneath our feet, lost from view in the fog gathered around the tower, something dark is rushing towards us with a deafening roar.
Is that a horde of shadows? Koromaru!
Koromaru, stop them all! On the opposite side of the cleft from me, Ken-kun and Koromaru-san summon their personas to fight the horde of shadows. Yukari-san and Junpei-san follow suit. It's an insane number of shadows. The horde of shadows crawls up towards us, making the tower's outer wall appear to be a swirling black mass. Soon, Yukari-san and the others will be...
Labrys, go! Huh? Don't look back, there's no time!
Go! We know what it's like to have to say goodbye. But you'd better come back to us.
That's right. I want to save him just like everyone saved me. If I don't go after him this instant, I'll never get another chance. A set of stairs leading up into the red fog is ahead of me. I can pursue him now.
Everyone, thank you! I will protect this world!
And I'll do it for the sake of everyone else, no matter what. I charge up the long winding staircase, up so far that I feel as if these stairs will continue all the way up to the moon itself. We're gonna fight on the friggin' moon? What is waiting for me at the top? What type of arcana would honestly fit you? Yeah, I'd probably say justice, to be honest, if I had to pick one. Everyone's wish. There was only 3 things? Okay, no, that was like 5. I was about to say, that felt like a win for a little while. How many have we got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? 9 more, it looks like? Roughly 9 more? Let's keep going. The higher I climb, the thicker the red fog seems to get. The sounds of battle below me fade away as I go further and further up. Suddenly, a deep blue shape appears in my red-tinged vision. I stop.
Oh my. It seems we meet again, Labrys.
Oh, I gotta have Theodore show up at least one last time.
You're Theodore, right? Still looking for your sister? I don't think she's around here, though.
Labrys, do you have time for this conversation right now?
No, I have stopped looking for her. Even had I found her, What I wish to know can no longer be learned from her. What I yearn for is something that I must discern for myself. You all have taught me that.
Huh. I guess you've changed a little too, Theodore?
Do I seem so? Watching you has broadened my spectrum a bit. No, a great deal.
Yeah. I figured something out during all this fighting, too.
Oh? May I ask what that is?
Oh, sure. It ain't anything mind-blowing, though. I just felt that the bonds you form with people get passed along and only keep spreading.
I see. That is intriguing.
Yukun and the others got hurt trying to save me. I want to save Shokun, even if it hurts me. We all keep butting heads over and over. But the banner of friendship ain't just for show. It's what lets you go against someone while still trusting in them.
My, how surprising. Your expression is completely different from the last time I met you.
You think so? I can't tell for myself.
There's no doubt. You've likely grown during these events. That must be it.
Grown.
I'm a machine. I have a cold metallic body, and it'll be an eternity before that changes. But if Theodore says that I've grown, then he must be talking about my heart. The warm memories that everyone has given me. It's not just some data that was inserted into my memory. It's ingrained into me somewhere much deeper within myself.
While I watched you, I was thinking to myself as well. What is the reason you fight? What supports you? And what do you wish to protect through these battles? I have a feeling that I'm coming close to reaching the answer, even if I only have a faint idea for now.
Huh?
Doing something for someone else. All of you gathered here are connected by that common thread of emotion. You call them bonds. And those bonds guide you towards what you wish for.
Our wishes.
And my sister must have left that room with a wish, just like you. That is how I understand it.
He's right. Theodore's words illuminate my own inner feelings. What we yearn for, what we believe in, that's what we wish to show Shokun. They're all our own wishes. How we think about someone and do things for those people. It's because we wish for that person to be better, for the whole world to shine just a little bit brighter. And now I'm wishing that Shokun can learn how wonderful this world truly is.
Thanks, Theodore. You're awesome.
Huh? I'm awesome? Is that so? It does have a nice ring to it, though. Oh, I shouldn't be keeping you here. You're going to go fulfill your wish, no? Please, proceed.
Thanks, Theodore.
I wish you luck.
Do you think he ever found that cola for Margaret? He's gonna get back to the Velvet Room and be like, "Sister, thank you for sending me out. I feel like I'm closer to my answer." And then Margaret's gonna be sitting there tapping her foot like, "Yeah, whatever, where's my cola?" And then Theodore will be like, "Oh no." And then Margaret will smite him. With those final words, Theodore disappears, melting into the fog. He melted? The powerful enemy waiting for me up ahead may swallow me whole, but I won't lose. I have the wishes of everyone supporting me. I'm sure those wishes will reach Shokun's heart as well. I thank Theodore for boosting my spirits as I pick up the pace and climb the stairs with a clearer head.
There it goes again.
Another quake rocks the tower, and I have to crouch down to keep from staggering. It feels like these earthquakes are growing more and more frequent, even as the shaking itself grows stronger and stronger. There's no doubt that an indescribably powerful force is getting closer and closer.
Labrys! Can you hear me? Focus on. These tremors are crazy. Are you all okay? Tons of shadows are pouring out and... Don't worry, I'm with the others.
It seems Fukusan's group had been trying to catch up with us after Yukun and the others recovered enough to move on. While they were about halfway up the tower, a ton of shadows suddenly began to attack them, and right now they're preventing those shadows from coming up through the tower towards us.
Anyway, I got in contact with Kikuno-san earlier. There's something I need to tell you. We discovered the password to the file that I gave you before. It's King of the Fall.
The files on the memory card that Kikuno-san had given to me before I left the helicopter, I forgot all about them during the fierce battles that I've been in up until now. Honestly, I didn't forget about it, but it wasn't really at the forefront of my mind. Those files might contain the clues that lead to bringing this case to an end.
Thanks, Fukusan. I'll give it a try.
She told me that Mitsuru-senpai figured it out. We're counting on you, Labrys.
After Mitsuru-san and the others rescued the rest of the Inaba Persona users at Junes, they strived to make it back to the tower in order to intercept the shadows flooding the town and converging on this place. With a sigh of relief over hearing that everyone is safe, I find the protected file and try to use the password Fukusan gave me. Password accepted. Opening file.
This...
I instantly have access to the full contents of the data. The locked file seems to be details of Shuji Akutsuki's personal experiments. The dates are marked as taking place in 1999, and the test subject's name is Sho Minazuki.
A strong reading is getting close. Labrys, be careful!
I continue reviewing the data while Fukusan cautions me and prepare for another fight. The stairs eventually come to an end. A bizarre sight, quite different from anything I'd seen until now, leaps into view.
What is this place?
Is Adachi still gonna be here all beat up because there's a crack in the crystal like he shot it? The strong wind blowing here keeps the fog from becoming too thick. This wide space is made of what appears to be red marble, and vibrant green patterns run through it like blood vessels. Pillars that appear to be stylized flames stand around us, casting eerie shadows onto the lustrous floor. Floating near the center is a crystalline object that appears to be slightly taller than I am, and emits a bluish-green light. On closer inspection, I see golden particles clinging to the rotating object. Are those the persona fragments from our past fights? As I walk step by step across the hard red floor, I approach the young man standing by the crystal. At his heel is a man in a suit. Who could that be? Okay, Adachi is here. Beginning facial scan, searching records. Result found, Toru Adachi, the man who was arrested last year as the perpetrator of the case that Yukun and his friends solved. What could he possibly be doing here? No one knows.
You again, you goddamn robot? Damn you for coming all this way.
Sho, I'm getting real fed up with you ruining my monetization.
This son of a bitch betrayed me too. All of you are completely useless. And I can't even get an answer from him either. Ah.
I don't know what happened before I got here, but Shokun seems furious. He places a foot on Adachi-san's body and leans heavily on it. Adachi-san groans faintly. Looks like he's alive but unconscious.
Hey, scrap for brains. What happened to him? Where the hell's Minazuki?
I don't know. He fought us, and...
Huh? You guys did something to him? Bullshit, that's impossible. He's strong. As strong as me. And there's no way in hell that he'd lose to some goddamn pest like you!
Shokun, there's something I want you to hear. It's about your father.
Shokun is currently very unstable, much like when I met him earlier. Averting his eyes from the truth and trying to forget everything about himself. How he is right now is how I used to be just a short while ago, before I met Yukun and Mitsuru-san. I was able to overcome it thanks to everyone, but Shokun is cowering just like I was. And knowing that the truth Fukusan entrusted me with may hurt him more makes my heart ache.
Shuji Akutsuki, your father, embedded a plume of dusk into your body for his own research. But because the persona ability didn't awaken in you, you entered a vegetative state. And then Akutsuki threw you away. Is that right?
Just when I was wondering what shit you were gonna spew after coming all this way. Did you come to rub salt in my wounds, you goddamn bastard?
Language, please.
Yeah, that's right. That piece of shit tossed me aside. He was the only one. The only one in my world, and he did that to me. I already know that he was a goddamn bastard, so what? It doesn't matter. He was all that I had in the world.
Shokun.
This world's so fun, isn't it? Full of shitty bastards, always pressing in on you. It's so awesome. I'd rather be alone forever than spend another second having to deal with another dipshit ever again. So you can all just disappear.
Yo, Sho definitely uses Reddit, 100%. It's like his main form of social media. Guaranteed.
That ain't true. You don't really want to be alone at all.
You broken piece of junk. Have you finally lost it for good? I won't be totally alone. I'll be beside myself, laughing at how stupid you are. Huh?
It's a micro memory card. Your father, Shuji Kutsuki, recorded the experiments he did to you on it.
I don't really get why they call Shuji his father. I guess because they just have no other option. Did he, like, legally adopt him? I mean, he just experimented on him. That's not really, like... I mean, like, I wouldn't call him father in any case, like, any stretch of the imagination. But I guess that was just the simplest thing for them to go with.
Listen to this, from a report on Project Puppet Master.
Subject name, Sho Minazuki. Soon after beginning his training, his abilities have reached what one would call an astounding level.
Where did you plug in this micro SD to play this? Does Labrys have, like, a television built into her arm or something that she's playing this on? Like, where are you playing this from to show right now?
Muscle strength, agility. Physically, he surpasses normal specimens. Special mention must be made of his abnormally aggressive nature. For example, in combat training, Sho will attempt to utterly destroy his opponent until we force him to stop. The depth of his fury is unfathomable, but having no rational or mental breaks based on his rationality makes him an ideal weapon. Psychological analysis suggests that Sho is attempting to gain a connection to others by hurting them, as a result of our teachings. If he continues to grow, he'll be extremely valuable to our research. Luckily, the boy seems to adore me as a father figure. That will be useful.
Okay, they immediately answered my question. He did see him as like a father figure, and Ikutsuki kind of leaned into it to have more control over him. That's fair.
You see? The reason you're hurting everyone is because you want a connection with them. It's because of the experiments he did on you. And because you weren't taught any other way to connect with people. That's incredibly sad.
Is that all you have to say?
Shokun!
Yeah, he's right. So what? What do you want me to do? If I really want a connection with the world, and destroying it is the only way I know how, then what's wrong with me trying to destroy everything? The same goes for you, you piece of trash. You want a connection with me? You want to bond with me? Then I'll shred you to pieces!
This is actually hilarious. Shokun draws his two swords, almost spitting with rage. His eyes are clouded with madness and malevolence. His stare itself feels like blades piercing into me. Whenever Shokun got this worked up before, the other person would step in, but it doesn't happen now. Did we kill Minazuki? As Shokun draws closer, the plume of dust within me stirs a little. I whisper back to it, feeling the presence inside.
Yeah, it's okay. Thanks for leaving this to me.
Oh, is she talking to Shadow Labrys? That's cool.
Shokun, if you don't know any other way, then I'll go head-to-head with you your way. And then, I'll make sure you hear me out.